Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is that you're listening. Welcome to Beauty Bound with your host, Cristal Rubio. You can find me on Beauty Pro Bookkeeping. I was going to say Beauty Bound. on Beauty Pro Bookkeeping on Instagram. And then my website, beautyprobookkeeping.com. And also on Artsy Crystal for tattooing. And I'm here with my co-host.
Hi guys, my name is Jackie Rodman. I own Skinfinite. We are both in San Antonio, Texas.
Oh, yes.
On Instagram, you can find me at Skinfinite San Antonio or on Always Being Jackie. It's my public account.
Always.
We are here drinking Always coffee. This is our sponsor that we just really enjoy their coffee. I'm drinking their holiday matcha, which is matcha and white chocolate with a little donut. Every Wednesday, they include a donut with your cold drink, and the donuts are delicious and strawberry and so good.
I got the candy cane.
And where can we find them?
Matt will put the address up here because I forget the address, but they will be moving to a new location soon. Right now, they're off Petrenko on Alta Vista?
Alta Vista.
Yes.
Food truck trailer park.
Yes.
Food truck trailer park. No, food trailer park. Food park. Food truck park.
There you go, food truck park.
I had to really figure that one out.
Oh my gosh. But
that'll be the next reel.
yes. But yes. Always. I'm having the candy cane. I already said that. But look at their stickers. They're so cute. Jackie got 2 drinks today, by the way, guys.
I wasn't going to admit that. Okay, so the drive's kind of like almost 30 minutes. So I said, okay, I want my coffee like now. But I want to showcase the pretty coffee at the studio, obviously. So I was like, okay, we'll just get a hot one for the road. It was chilly outside today. Not too chilly, but it was a little nippy. And I just like a hot coffee when it's just a little breezy outside. So we did that on the way here. And then now I have my matcha.
You know, I can do hot coffee. I bought a hot coffee the other day from there. And it's not because it's really good. But I feel like I can't fucking drink it because it's hot. Like.
What?
Like, I feel like I'm going to burn my mouth. So then it's like.
You're like.
That's me. Yeah. I fucking can't do hot coffee. Like, it's just not.
Theirs isn't hot.
Yeah.
Like it's not scalding. I've had coffee where I can't drink it for at least an hour.
What the? Yeah. So.
But no, theirs isn't like scalding.
Yeah. But still, I can't do hot. So I get cold all the time.
Just ask for lukewarm coffee. Just kidding.
Bitch. No, because then it's not good. It's either it has to be cold or, hot. I mean, obviously, it's still good. It's not that it's not good. I just don't like hot coffee. I don't want to burn my mouth. Yeah.
She don't like it. All right. So
we have a good topic.
This was called Cristal's idea. So we're going to talk a little bit about common courtesy in the salon and like sharing your space with somebody if you're either booth renting or no, it's mainly booth
salons,
renting.
And mainly salon suites. I think if you're sharing a space in salon suites, like common courtesy. I know we most of the time, we talk about skin because Jackie.
Yeah, we always talk about skin, but we really don't.
Jackie.
We don't really hear a lot of the hair side because I'm not a hairdresser.
And
Cristal is a former hairdresser, so she likes to reminisce.
And not only that, like I think it's not. I mean, our podcast is not just skincare. It's not just for estheticians.
I think we've just had a lot of skin lately.
Yes,
like that's just been
it.
I guess, yeah.
But I also I was talking to one of my clients and we were talking about like not having, I guess, common courtesy. You could call it. Sometimes when you're in a big salon, everybody's on their phone, so it's not a big deal. Like it's always loud. If there's multiple stylists, it's always loud. Everybody's on the phone. Everybody's like just laughing, talking, whatever. So no biggie. But I think as a hairstylist, I don't think you should be answering your phone as you're doing hair unless it's an emergency or it's going to be like a quick phone call, you know? Because obviously we will receive phone calls, you know, and you could excuse yourself and give me a quick second, you know? When I used to do hair, I wouldn't answer the phone, especially if I was foiling. Like, I'm trying to hurry the fuck up, you know? I'm not going to answer the phone.
It's crazy that, like, she talks about, like, being on your phone in a service, too. Just because, imagine if my phone rang during a facial.
Exactly.
Like, how terrible that would... Even my Alexa, like, I'm really debating trying to switch out Alexa because sometimes she's like, someone's at the front door. I'm like, shit. I'm like, shut up, Alexa. Is there like a setting where I can just mute my freaking
notifications?
Yeah.
There is.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You have to show me later.
Yes. But, you know, like, it's exactly, and I think because people look at both of those, like, very differently just because, okay, you expect it to be quiet while you're getting a facial.
Because most of my guests, like, they completely pass out.
Exactly. But then, like...
But at the hair salon...
It's not that you expect it to be quiet. But when you come in to get your hair done, like, you wanna gossip. You wanna, like, fucking tell your life story.
Yes. I've heard the best tea at a hair salon.
Yeah. So imagine, like, if you're there trying to decompress after a long day of work and you're getting your hair done, right? And then... it's you and another stylist who are sharing a salon suite. And, you know, the other hairstylist is talking to her client. They're just communicating. And then you have your client. And then all of a sudden your phone rings. And you pick up your phone as a stylist to talk to your husband. And you're on there, you know, the whole time just talking to your husband. Like, how is that even good customer service?
It's not.
And then imagine, like, you're just kind of sitting there like, okay, well, this was supposed to be my relaxed time.
Yeah.
Or my time to decompress and tell you how my day was. Now you're not giving me the space to do that. Mm-hmm. So it's like, at what point do you know, Javier used to not call me when I was doing hair. Or he would text me and he would ask me, are you with the client? Yes. Okay, I'll talk to you later. And that was that, you know. There was times that if he did call me, I would answer only because it was rare that he would call me just to make sure everything was good. And I would excuse myself like, oh, I'm sorry, you know, answer the phone. While they were processing, I mean, it was a tiny ass room. Like, I wasn't going to sit there and be on the phone the whole time as my client's processing.
Yeah,
like,
no.
Right? Like, that's not it.
Like, if my phone were to ring, which it's always on, like, you know, it'll buzz though.
Yeah.
Just because I do that because I have kids though.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, I'll look, and if it's like not the kids, not a husband, not the school, whatever, I immediately like it's off. Sometimes I won't even check because I literally can't. My hands are full with product. Like, I don't want to deglove and then like check my phone, put my glove back on, and then like struggle with like the...
Like, and not even that. Imagine, okay, right now we're filming, right? Imagine my phone is fucking turned around and it's ringing, and I'm all of a sudden, oh, hey guys, like, what the fuck, you know? How it's...
Hi.
You know, you sit there and you talk on the phone, and then it's like, okay.
I know.
And it cuts off the
yeah, as a client... So as a client, when I like to go to a salon, I like when, you know, the stylist is chit chatting with me, going over what we've missed, and I can't imagine just sitting there and then them just like not even. I have had that experience before, actually.
You know,
I saw like this one guy once. And like he did a really good job, but I couldn't go back because he didn't talk to me the entire time for like 4 hours. Like,
no
I'm
way.
not even joking.
Those are like the most weirdest
like, do you have
situations?
Is there like no? I mean, just at least make some sort of conversation.
You know what's so crazy? See, I had my little note here because, you know, it's so crazy because there was a few times where I would have clients. And the connection was just
They were
not
quiet.
there. Yeah. And so at first I would try to make the small talk.
I always try with I hate the client. Okay, no, I don't hate the client. I asked them, me and Desiree have talked about this too. I'm like, okay. She told me she likes to ask them at the beginning of the appointment, would you like a silent appointment?
Yeah.
Because some people do. They want to go and sleep. And now, ever since she said that, like, oh, you asked them? So I started implementing that. Like, do you want a silent appointment or do you mind if we chit-chat?
Yeah.
And so, like 90% of the time, they told me, like, yeah, let's chat. And I love when they want to chat.
Yeah.
And I love if they're like, no, like, let's not talk. I just want to relax.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do say they want to talk, and then I hear, like, mid-face, like,
yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm going to shut up now.
Yeah. And, you know, and see, and that's like the difference too, because maybe, and back then, like, it wasn't back then, like, I stopped doing hair in 2021, but it just seems like so long ago. But at the time, I remember thinking, you know, man, there were, you wouldn't ask your client if they wanted a silent appointment or anything. So
during hair?
Yeah. But because there's people who really don't want to talk. And I'm telling you, I've had that before.
I wish I could fall asleep getting my hair done, but I can't.
I've had that to where, and then I would get quiet because then I couldn't find like a common ground on what to talk about. And so my thing would always be, I'm so sorry I got quiet. It's just I got so into your hair and I'm concentrating. So don't think I don't want to talk, you know. So if you want to talk, like, but that was always my in, you know, or my excuse so that I wouldn't feel bad because I wasn't talking. But it was legit because I had nothing to talk about with that client.
Here's some of my tips. Like, you're from here. That's the first one. That's usually what I start. I'm like, hey, so how are you from around here? This is after the consult, and I'm like, okay, like, whatever. I know a little bit already about them.
Yeah.
Like, are you from here? Oh, no, I'm from California. I'm like, oh, no way, me too. And then blah, blah, blah. And then if they're like San Antonio.
That's what I would get sometimes.
I'd be like, oh, okay, so, you know, do you like it? Or no. Wait. Well, I say, okay, what do you do for work?
Yeah.
Like, what's your occupation? And then it's like, I mean, sometimes it's someone will be like, I do this. I'm like, oh, that's nice. Some people are kind of anxious though, and I'm that person. When I first meet someone, I'm very quiet.
Yes, you are.
And I wait for them to like start asking me questions because unless they're super quiet, then I start talking. I'm like, why are they like, I don't know.
It's so hard sometimes though
But another icebreaker too is if they don't have kids, because when they say they have kids, I'm like, okay, we can already relate in some way, you know, being a mom, being an entrepreneur, having a certain job, whatever, or being from certain places.
Yeah.
I say, do you have pets? And that has worked really well lately.
Oh, man.
Because then we start talking about pets, and they're like,
and then they say they have cats, and I'm like, okay, that conversation's done. I'm just kidding.
As soon as they say they have cats, they're like,
it's just a joke. No, but you know, I think there was times where it was just like the shit that would come out of their mouth.
Well, I feel like maybe are people that get their hair done different from people that get like facials? Do you think?
Yeah.
You think so? Yeah, I think so too.
Because, man,
I rarely get people that get both facials and their hair done regularly. I get a lot of people that will get facials and nails. All my clients have like beautiful nails.
I did my nails.
Or they have like
I
really,
did my nails.
Or they're coming in for their facials and they get their lashes done. Your nails are cute.
Yeah, I was bored. So last week, I think it was.
I'm afraid to get my nails done because I'm a sugarist and I don't think I'd work well with long nails. And two,
no, but you could get them short. I do my own nails. I don't. Yeah.
I'm okay. I'll admit this on the podcast. I am a nail biter, which I know is horrible for you.
No way.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised you don't know that.
No.
So I'm used to them being like real, like not
really
even not past the fingertips.
This is, I mean, and even this is a little bit too long for me to type. But I was bored the other night, and I sat there and I did my nails as we were watching a movie.
Oh, nice.
And then now they're purple though because of my hair, but it's just glittery.
And I used to play piano too, so I could never have like long nails. It was like so, it was so annoying. I could never, like, every point in my life, I could never have long nails. Maybe when I retire, I'll have long nails. I'll be one of those old grannies.
Have you picked up our pottery?
Oh, no. I will at some point.
Okay. I just remembered. Sorry.
I keep remembering, forgetting. And
I meant to remind you, like,
I talked to my friend, and she's like, oh, it's okay. Some students have their stuff there for months. Like,
oh, shit.
I'm like, that's going to be me. Cristal.
Damn.
Because Cristal ain't going to go get it. It's going to be me. I only live 10 minutes away,
exactly.
too.
That's why it's going to be you, bitch.
I told Cristal, though, we got to go to Roadrunner. That's over by her place, but it's still like halfway because it's like 22 minutes for me.
Yeah.
And then it's...
They have classes there, too?
Yes. They have a lot of classes there. Oh. We were talking about a bust class.
Yeah.
Is that what's called, a bust?
Wait, which one's a bust?
Like a sculpt.
Oh,
like
a sculpting class.
Class,
I want to do a...
Of like a person.
Yes. I could sculpt a torso.
Ooh.
I've done that before. Yeah, with the 6-pack.
Ooh, that's
and it was like a what is it? Vase? No, vase.
A
for
bust.
Flowers? No, for flowers.
Oh, you did a vase.
A vase. There you go.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it was a torso.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I swear the people in my ceramics class were just sickos.
Oh,
we had like
did they do pins?
They did a one guy did it. It was a teapot. He called it a D pot because the spout was a dick.
Oh my gosh. You know, I remember growing up, my dad had somebody gifted him a mug and it was a titty.
Oh my gosh.
And you would drink out of the titty.
I would like to make a boob pot.
Yeah.
But like two
boobies.
Yeah. You can pour 2 drinks at once with the 2 boobs.
Oh my God.
I've had that idea forever. Have I done it? No.
No,
I haven't. I thought of making my own matcha set though, like a little tea set for myself because I don't think I've made myself like teacups. I've sold them in the past, but I've never like just made it for myself.
Really?
Or I've gifted it. I gifted like a dining set to my parents and they still use it, which is nice. But
oh, well, you need to do something.
Do something for myself.
Yeah.
I went through a phase where I was just making like pho bowls. We're going so off topic. And the movers had broken my favorite bowl coming here, and I was so depressed about it.
I mean, you could just make another one. Another one. I meant to say a new one or another one, and I'm another one. New word.
I know.
Yeah.
I have to.
Is that your new sweater?
Oh yeah. Have I not worn this on the podcast yet?
Probably not. Or maybe you had. I hadn't noticed it, but I saw it on your Instagram post.
This is my Skinfinite branded sweater.
That's a write-off.
It was a write-off, yes. Yep. I did buy it.
That's a write-off.
So I picked out the sweater myself.
Yeah.
And then I took it to the guy, the print guy.
The embroidery.
Embroidery?
Yeah.
Well, he does printing and he does it all. He literally does everything. So he said, yeah, I have a guy that will put it in the format to embroider it.
Oh, cool.
That's what he said. And then it took a while to get the design process and then to do it. But it turned out really nice. Like,
you always like those sweaters, huh?
I don't know why I like the zip up.
I hate those sweaters for myself.
I just think it's so cool.
I don't like either. Well, I normally I love hoodies. Like this one's not a hoodie, but I love hoodies because I like to have pockets.
I call those like pullovers.
Well, pullover.
A pullover sweater.
That's a fucking pullover. What you have?
This is like a V-neck.
No, that's a fucking pullover.
A half zip.
The other ones are
zip.
Hoodies. That's a pullover.
It's a sweatshirt that zips.
No, I'm gonna look for it. You guys,
I can see what it says on Amazon.
Have you guys checked out the Wrapped on Spotify? Because,
let me see here. So, let me go to Amazon.
Let's see. Pull over sweater.
Oh my God. I wanted to pull you over on the way here and be like, drive a little faster,
this
bitch.
is a fucking pullover. I was going 75, you whore. Oh, this is a pullover. This one.
You were going like right on the dot speed limit, this hoe.
I was going 75. The speed limit was 65, bitch.
Well, I
have an old car. Do you know how much it vibrates if I go over 75 right now because I need new motor mounts? Oh, then what the fuck is yours?
I'm looking it up. I'm the one that bought it. So let's see what it. Oh, the trendy queen woman's oversized sweatshirt, fall fashion, half zip, pullover, long sleeve shirts, clothes, outfits.
That's a fucking long ass name,
What
bitch.
the hell? Oh, is it because they have different designs? I think so.
I don't know. You guys, we want to get merch.
Well, we got to get it
Well,
from.
I want to get merch. I don't like those.
Oh, that's right. Freaking.
We got to get it from what? I like the guy that prints out.
We can ask Tristan. With he did the Glow and Gather shirts.
Tristan did?
Mm-hmm. He has a print business.
No shit.
Yes. He just did some of Desiree's. I don't know if they were shirts or what she ordered from him.
I got for the theater. I got shirts for the theater from the guy that does these.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And he was good price, fair price. Good price,
nice.
fair price.
A fair price.
Yeah. So it'd be cool to get him.
Yeah, my guy that I got this from, and then he's done some other print work for me. Like he did my business cards. He did my vendor table, like the banner.
Yeah.
He does really good work. He's I feel like he'd be far from most people because I live on the north side. It's not bad, but he's in Timberwood Park.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. Which isn't like terrible. It's like 20 minutes for me.
This one's like off Culebra, I think, to pick up. But yeah, and he only does screen printing. Yeah. But
so you bring him the sweater?
No. I mean, I didn't. Oh. Well, I don't know. I don't think so because I didn't have to get the shirts for him. I just I sent him the design and then I told him what color sweater or shirts I wanted, and he did them.
Oh.
Yeah. So you don't have to bring anything. Like you just order them. Yeah. So that was cool.
Yeah. I mean, I liked how I got to choose mine.
Yeah.
Because then I also looked at the price. The prices on Amazon. So together, it wasn't bad. It was a pretty good price.
How much did you pay?
I don't remember.
This bitch. Oh my God.
I remember it wasn't bad. Like this on Amazon was like $20.
Oh yeah, I paid it way less.
And then I had to pay for the embroidering.
Oh. Yeah.
So
it would have probably been less.
For
screen printing.
For the shirts, how much were the shirts?
15.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good price.
Yeah.
Good price.
And the shirts were like the soft ones.
The soft ones.
Yes, I love those. Way off topic.
Common courtesy.
We have none.
No. I do if you come get a facial from me.
No, yes. No, I think it's more of, I don't know, like fucking your client wants to talk to you sometimes. And even if they don't want to talk, I'm sure they don't want to hear you fucking making appointments with your doctors or that you have your kids in the salon or in the studio. Especially if you're sharing with somebody else. I get it. There's emergencies. And so I completely understand that part. Mm-hmm. Like I completely get that. But sometimes the shit that we talk about at a salon is not kid friendly.
No.
I don't want to have to watch my
music is not kid friendly
and
either.
I don't want to have to watch my mouth. Like
I don't want to have to watch my kids while I'm working.
Yeah. I used to so in California when I used to have my salon, I used to have a room in the back. So it used to be like the shampoo room with my supplies, and then I used to have my little laundry room, lunch room area, and then obviously my salon. Mm-hmm. If I only had one client, and if it was like friends that I already, that they were my friends, there was times that like the girls were there, but most of the time they were in the back. They would go and sit in the back, and that's where they were at.
If I had to bring my kids in, I would love to have like a kid room.
Yeah.
Like a designated room, have a TV, Bluey. Have like a little bed for naps, have like some toys and stuff. Something just, I don't know.
Yeah, and that's what would happen. If not, like, I think when Javi he was about a year old, I think, or he was he was little. He would sit in one of the pedicure chairs, and he would sit there just quietly on his iPad, and you wouldn't even know he was there, But I've never been the type of person who watches my mouth around my kids. Like, I'm not, my kids know better than to cuss. So just because I say it doesn't mean that like they're going to be repeating everything I say,
Yeah.
So I've never watched my mouth around my kids. I've always cussed around my kids. If somebody else cusses and they apologize, I'm like, they hear worse from me. Like, it's not a big deal to me.
Yeah.
Because I think there are worse things that I should be worried about than my kids listening to me cuss. So to me, that wasn't the big deal. Now, there is people who are worried about all that. And if that's the case, then don't bring your kids to the salon, because I'm not going to watch my mouth on your kids.
Yeah. And I feel like if you're sharing a space with somebody too,
the other person shouldn't have to watch their mouth around your kids.
The other person shouldn't have to watch your kids either.
Yeah. Just should be comfortable. Like, especially, you should be able to sit down and you should be able to have the conversations with your clients. You should be able, to just enjoy the time that you're there, rather than, okay, while you process, I'm going to sit right here and I'm going to be calling all my doctors to make my appointments. I'm going to be calling my husband. I'm going to be calling my tia. I'm like,
I've had someone like while I'm processing, they're like, okay, you're going to process. I'm going to go have my lunch in the break room.
And that's fine.
See you later, bitch.
Yeah. No, and I think like, I think that's okay. Mm-hmm. Because then, so I used to have a TV in my studio, and there was times where I was like, all right, do you want to listen to music or do you want to watch a show? And then I had one who used to watch K-drama. And so I would put that on for her. And then I ended up getting suckered into the fucking soap opera. And it was really cool, So every time she came, we would watch this show. Like, that was our thing now,
Yeah.
And I had a different show for every client because that's what they want. So I started watching Grey's Anatomy because of one of my clients.
Yeah.
And so we started watching it from the beginning. And, when she left and when I closed, when she left, I think I was on season 6. But we would watch it together. I wouldn't watch it by myself. We would always watch it. And even she had already watched it, I don't know how many times. So she's the one that got me hooked on Grey's Anatomy.
Wow. I've had so many nail techs I used to see. This was back when I was in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And they'd be watching. It was always like nail salons. They'd always have a TV.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, let's see what they're watching.
Yeah.
And I watched so many good shows.
Yeah. And that was it. Like, we would watch, I think, I started watching Working Moms with a client. So every client always had a different show. So I got to see different shows because of them, And it was like the time that we shared. But just because we were watching a show, it didn't mean that I would get on my phone to talk to anybody.
Yeah.
It was like we would chit chat about the show, or we would still have conversation, and then we'd be like, oh my God, like, what's going on,
Yeah.
But it was always it was always fun because of that. It was never unless like I really did have to leave, I'll be like, CVS used to be next door to us. And a lot of the time, I used to work late. So my clients were evening clients, and then I would work till 2 or 3 in the morning sometimes. Yeah, I only did evenings because it was after Javier got home from work, and the kids were picked up from school and everything, because I had no one to watch them. So
literally my my problem.
So that was it. So all my appointments were always starting at 6 p.m.
And how many people would you take in a night?
Sometimes 2, because it unless it was haircuts, it was more than, it was multiple. But if it was color, it was either one or two, depending on what the service was. Because I think there was one time I was there until 3 a.m. Yeah.
Wow.
But it wasn't like a big deal. They knew that it was going to be a long appointment.
I wish I could see someone like at night.
Yeah. So that was it. And most of my clients were either nurses or military or, anybody who worked a 9 to 5. So that's who I cater to.
Yeah, my Sundays are very popular. Because
Yeah.
everyone's usually closed on Sundays.
Yeah.
So I'm always slammed on Sundays. And for some reason, Fridays aren't busy. It's Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
More so Sunday. And then some evenings during the week. Thursday evenings.
And I was, I think, the only stylist there that
It works till 3 a.m.?
Yeah. And I didn't make that many friends because I was there when everybody was gone. Mercy was the only one that I would see more often just because she was next door.
Yes.
But other than that, I was just there, I would get there really late. Or sometimes I would get there at 4 because Miranda was home already. So then I would leave them and then go to work. Yeah. But it wasn't all the time.
Yeah.
But again, if I had to leave, it was before the CVS closed, and I would ask, do you want a drink? Because I never had drinks I didn't have a fridge. I don't know why I never had it, but I would always go buy them something next door. Yeah, that was.
That's actually really nice.
Yeah,
that's nice.
And then the Boss bagels, oh my God, so good. Yeah, so that was my favorite place.
I like that little plaza. It's cute.
Yeah, and have you ever had Boss bagels?
No, I've seen it though.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Ooh.
Yeah, they have the ultimate cheese bagel, and it's a shitload of cheese with bacon, tomato, and a fucking bagel, toasted, and the cheese just kind of fucking melts out. It's so good.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But that's
But those are some of our thoughts on common courtesy, guys. Have you had any drama happen in your salon? Let us know. We'll share, salon drama. What?
That salon drama, the girl that got arrested at Salons by JC, the one that driving.
Yes.
That
Dude,
was her.
I saw that video and I was like, shit, is that my salon? Because I saw just the headlines. Salons by JC. I was like, oh shit, San Antonio. I was like, oh, I opened it. I said, oh, thank God. It was at the quarry.
Have you seen all the fucking memes on that?
It is
I'm not
so
getting
funny.
charged that fucking late fee or that cancellation fee.
Yeah.
And then I finally saw one of them actually arresting the girl inside because there's a fucking stylist.
You have to show that to me because I really wanted to see what happened.
So I thought I had sent it because one popped up on my reels and I was like, what the fuck? The girl, obviously there's a bunch of stylists inside. They're recording her and the girl's on the floor and they're fucking arresting her.
She was on the floor?
Yeah, because they dropped her. Well, I mean, I think she was drunk.
That woman cop, though, could have really gotten, I don't know. I wouldn't have let someone try and hit me like that. I would be like, oh, no.
No, bitch.
No,
you're
bitch.
Done. Dude,
you just drove into all these fucking cars. You're like, you're not fucking stopping for us. I don't know.
As a stylist, the question is, would you have charged the cancellation fee? I would have.
Yeah.
I would have, because fuck, bitch, first of all, you're drunk.
Well, was she going to go to get her hair done?
I don't know.
Or was she getting a facial?
I mean, either way, I'm sorry, bitch. It's not my fault you drove drunk. And then she was, what was it? It was Larry.
Imagine waiting in your salon suite and then be like, she was a no-show. And then later in the day, you're on the news, oh, that's what happened to her. Oh, that's what happened to her.
Imagine, that's insane.
My husband's friend sent him that video. He saw it before I did. He was like, I want to take that woman on a date.
Oh!
I said, you know what a good icebreaker would be is bailing her out.
I wonder, like, let me see. Because it was Salon. Let me see.
Salon's BTC.
Salon. See, you'll never hear of any of that drama at Sola Salons, guys.
Oh, please. I'm just kidding.
Salons by JC Drunk.
She always likes to hate on JC.
I do.
I
will continue.
I love
the rest of my life.
JC because there's always a manager on duty.
And what does the manager do?
In case shit like this happens.
Okay, and that was very helpful. See, we don't need a manager at Sola Salons because none of that shit ever happens. We're bougie, all right?
Okay, Sola is very nice.
It is.
It is nice, but so is JC. The Quarry one is really nice. Like, it's very, it's super nice. So I'm kind of surprised it happened there. But things like this can happen anywhere.
Not at Sola, guys. Oh my gosh!
I mean, robberies usually happen and crazy shit at these high-end places. People want to go and
never at Sola. There's security. Our doors are locked. You just call us on the call box, and you don't have to worry about anybody, going in drunk. So,
oh my god,
choose wisely. Sola Salons, San Antonio.
I mean, this wasn't
3 locations.
This wasn't that far from the Alamo Heights location.
I know, and that's never happened there. So your I can't find the damn video.
Shit.
They probably decided it's not good publicity for us.
The stylist was like, actually, this
this
makes my place of business look like a mess.
It makes it look like
like what? Like what?
I'm not gonna say it. I said it and then.
Oh my! I heard her, but I thought she meant like a certain location in San Antonio. I think you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, you
really need to edit that out, Matt.
If that was heard on the the mic, you need to edit that out because that was a little too far.
Yeah,
I don't want to get.
I don't want to get killed.
Okay, cut.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, you have to cut that out.
But yeah, guys, common courtesy.
All right, that's
as a stylist.
Our
please.
That's our spiel.
Yeah,
about common courtesy.
Get your shit together, stylist.
If you can't have common courtesy, then don't share
a space. Yeah,
a space.
And
somebody.
also, I mean, you know what your clients like too.
Mm-hmm.
And if you complain because you might not have clients, kind of step back and take a look to see what you're doing wrong.
Yes.
Yeah,
I agree.
But that's all.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in.
And
we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you. Always.
Thank you to always.
Yes.
For the matcha and coffee.
Peace out and see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.